Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have a sunscreen review and this will be the last Ultraviolette sunscreen review. I know I have done a lot of reviews for this brand. I actually reviewed every single sunscreen from them except for the one I'll be reviewing today. But it's a promising brand because they've got really nice formulas and I really wanted to try every single sunscreen from them. So the one I'll be reviewing today is called their Lean Screen SPF50. This is 100% mineral sunscreen. There is no chemical filter in here. This is what it looks like, very typical to their other sunscreens. As usual, I'll go over all the features, everything you need to know about the product, how much it costs, ingredient list. I will do a little bit of an ingredient analysis and then show you a demo of what it looks like on my bare skin and under makeup, and finally share with you my final thoughts. If this sounds interesting to you, stay tuned. We're gonna get into it right now. This sunscreen comes in a 50 ml size or 1.69 fluid ounces. It looks like a squeezy tube, but it actually has a pump. And what I love about this is that it doesn't allow air into the bottle, but it also allows you to use up all the product inside. This claims to be suitable for sensitive skin. It is fragrance-free and it's a broad spectrum SPF, so it protects your skin against UVA and UVB. It retails for £34 on Cult Beauty, but you can also get it off of Space NK if I'm not mistaken. It is also paraben-free and cruelty-free if that is important to you. It is made in Australia, as are all the sunscreens from this brand that I have reviewed on my channel. And yeah, let me go ahead and swatch it for you to see what it looks like. This has a quite thick texture. You can see it is holding its weight. It's not moving around. Yeah, it is quite thick, but it also has a tint to mask the ashy white cast you would get usually from mineral sunscreens. It currently feels very, very thick, but as you can see, this doesn't have a lot of white cast, to be honest. I'm quite impressed with how well the white cast doesn't show. Now, I can't speak for deeper skin tones. You'll have to try this on your skin, but for anybody around my skin tone, maybe a little bit deeper, this should look quite good on you. Let's talk about ingredients. This uses one filter only, and that is zinc oxide. It uses it at a percentage of 22, quite high. Probably that is why it is thick. Zinc oxide is like the king of filters. It is a really good one. It's been used for ages, and it gives you great protection against UVA and UVB. So there is no doubt in the protection that this sunscreen gives you, but also let's discuss some other ingredients in the formulation. It's got glycerin, which is a wonderful humectant, but also it's got saccharide isomerate, which is known for making the skin moisturize or keeping the skin moisturized a little bit longer than other humectants. What I found interesting is that this has something called gluconolactone, which is a polyhydroxy acid. So these are known for gently exfoliating the skin. This form of an acid is very gentle and really causes almost no irritation, but it can also be used for antioxidant properties. I'm not sure of the concentration of it in this formula and what it's used for, but I thought I would mention it to you. And the last ingredient I want to talk about is kakadu plum extract, which is highly rich in vitamin C, but also it is an antioxidant and has been shown to make the skin a little bit brighter. So great ingredients in here. There is nothing for me to call out that is bad. It honestly has no bad ingredients, and I already mentioned it is fragrance free. You will be seeing me right now applying it on my bare skin. You can see, as I already showed you, it comes out a little bit thick. It holds its shape. It doesn't move around as much, but you can easily spread it on the skin. It gives a little bit of a white cast initially, but that kind of disappears into my skin. It looks a little bit thick because it is, and it looks a little bit shiny, especially upon first application. You're gonna think it's very thick and shiny, but that will change later on, as you will see. I was able to spread it on my face quite well, and then I went ahead and applied a little bit more around my eyes because I really wanted to see if this would sting my eyes for whatever reason. Usually mineral sunscreens don't, but sometimes ingredients other than the filters tend to sting my eyes, but this one didn't at all, and I didn't notice any stinging even throughout the day. I waited 20 minutes and then I went back to touch my face and see what it feels like, and it had dried down a little bit in certain parts of my face, especially on my cheeks. I could feel that it had like a semi-matte finish, very typical of a lot of mineral sunscreens. They all have this kind of powdery matte finish, but it wasn't all over my face, and I kind of felt that the area around my nose and my chin and my forehead wasn't super dry. It was still a bit tacky. Then I went ahead and applied makeup on top. The makeup sat okay on top of it, but I had to work my way around it. So first of all, I tried to blend out my foundation using a brush, and that didn't work. It felt like I was moving the foundation around and not really allowing it to blend into my skin. But then when I used a beauty blender, it actually worked fine. It did throughout the day give me a little bit of that polka dotty look around my pore area, but I was also able to blend that out, and that was okay. This is very typical from a lot of mineral sunscreens. A lot of them tend to do that. Overall, I wouldn't say this is like the heaviest mineral sunscreen, but it's also not the lightest. It's a nice sunscreen, nice formulation, and I would say the way I would reach for this is typically on days when I'm not going to be wearing makeup, or when I will wear really lightweight foundation or like a BB cream. Something that is very moisturizing on top of it, I think will work well. But if I want something that is full coverage, matte finish, I don't think it will work well with this, because matte on top of matte, I think will look quite cakey. So yeah, I would say avoid that. So let me share with you my final thoughts. Overall, I do think this is a really good mineral sunscreen. Considering the fact that it's SPF50, quite high protection, really minimal white cast, one of the sunscreens that has the least white cast I've ever seen. It's fragrance free, it is suitable for sensitive skin, it's got a really nice ingredient list, and it is mattifying as it says on the bottle. I wouldn't say it's like super mattifying. It's not gonna suck up the moisture from your skin, but it does have like a semi-matte finish. This is what I would call it. I think a lot of people who are looking for a mineral sunscreen, SPF 50, but have oily skin will like this because it does have that dry finish. If you've got dry skin, I would say you really need to moisturize before using this, but then you can still use this because it is quite nice. I would personally use this all up. I'm not gonna like put it aside or anything like that. Is it my favorite from the brand? No, it's not. It's not my favorite. I still think the one with the blue cap is my favorite. I just love that one. But yeah, this is a great mineral option. If you're looking for a mineral, SPF 50, fragrance free, mattifying, not much white cast, this is going to be it. It is a great one. It is pricey, but so are most of the mineral sunscreens with really good formulations, and this is definitely one of them. Do I think you need to go and get it right now? No, but if you're on the hunt for something that has these features, I would say this is a really good option. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below, what is your preference when it comes to sunscreen? Are you looking for a mineral or chemical one? I would love to know. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would love to have you subscribe, and I shall see you in my next one. Bye guys!